I ain't gonna be able to hear it. Mic check.
What's up? What's up?
All right, so y'all saw game 1. Game 2 tomorrow. I don't know what time it starts, but it's probably on Mountain Time. Ain't that Mountain Time out there? Okay. I said it. I know I said it because I heard myself when I said it. I said Kawhi Leonard was going to make Golden State look bad. This was after Draymond said what he said before they started playing. Now, this man said he was the best defender
in the league.
In the last decade, I think.
Negative.
Don't quote me on that. Somebody find out what he really said, but the man said what he said, okay? So, all I'm saying is this. Draymond didn't look like the best defender in the league. This year, last year, the year before last.
Hold up. Let me stop you right there, bro. Draymond had his moments. Draymond had some big games, so you can't just say he ain't no good defender. So I don't agree with you on that, straight up. Now, that's just his athletic ability. Now, as a team player,
man, what athletic? Okay, hold on. Let me push record on here real quick.
Record it.
What athletic ability? Now, you know what? Now, let me stop, okay? Because I'm trolling right now. Shout out to Drake. Drizzy. Shout out to Drizzy. Because at the end of the day, everybody know Drake was the X factor in game 1. Say what you want, but I don't even think Spike Lee did this. Spike Lee, to me, was the troll back in the 90s, was he not? You would see Spike Lee at every
that's
New
what
York
Drake
game.
doing right now. He has been a
This man,
Drake.
This man
has
would
been a
talk.
Spike Lee. I mean, you.
Yeah, this man would talk noise to Michael Jordan.
But you seen what happened to him when he did to Reggie. Reggie told him, choke yourself out.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if this is gonna happen to Drizzy, but
I don't know. This is gonna be interesting, cause how I feel, like I told you on the phone, bro. If they play like if they make in-game adjustments, bro, it's gonna be a test for them because right now they big man can't run with none of their players. But they can't run with Serge and Marc Gasol.
I said this though.
And I hate to say this.
That's why y'all can't see the title. I don't know if I put it in there, but listen. Drake is Golden State's Kryptonite, okay?
He is.
No, he is. Like everybody don't think that.
Okay, hold on. Let me say something.
What Shay Sharp said? Now, go ahead and say what you gotta say. Let me see if I can find what Shannon Sharp said.
Hey, yeah, y'all go watch my little brother financial education service page, man.
Let's see what he got to say. Hang on, I'm gonna let y'all hear his voice.
Hey Google, how far away is the moon?
The moon is 238,900 miles from Earth.
Far!
Nest Hub.
And whose side are you on here?
I'm on the Bucks side.
The Bucks?
Still wait a minute.
The Bucks stop
You're not going to give Drake any?
No.
Okay, it's on the Bucks side.
Look,
All right, so I'm
it's great, Skip. I understand, Toronto, they got someone that's so popular that's world renowned. Everybody knows who he is, and he's at their games, and I get all that. But he out of pocket for this. It's too much now. It ain't about him. They don't come to the game to see Drake and his antics.
I don't know about that.
I know. Can you imagine in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s if Jack Nicholson was massaging Pat Riley? If he was on the court doing all this foolishness? What about, hold on, I give you one even better. What about Spike Lee? What if Spike Lee was all on the court?
They weren't thinking.
Spike sits in his chair, class, he gets into it. I got no problem getting into it. But these antics, Skip, you know they're too much. You know they're... Look here, don't worry about it. See, one of the players need to go ahead and look at man, throw the ball over my head in Drake's direction. I'm going to run full speed. I got a little something for it. I'm going to stop all that clowning. Oh, you want to be seen? Oh, yeah, you're going to be seen. because I'm finna run slap over you. Skip, you know this out of pocket now. You know he wrong for this. These antics, he up
But
there,
when
all
you
that, all the
got-
clapping,
when you got
all on the
commentators
sideline,
talking about
all
this, man, obviously, if he
like P did all up in everybody's video. The game is the game, and it don't need no sideline antics. Now, if you want to perform, at halftime will be your opportunity. You can be like the red panel, you know, the lady that's on the tricycle, and she flipping the sauce bowls on top of her head. You want to do that, have at it. If you want to do like the dogs, the monkeys ride the dogs back, you want to perform at halftime, do that. But during the game, these antics are too much, Skip.
You sound like a Bucks fan.
I ain't nobody's fan, but I know these antics are too much.
You big man.
Not a Drake fan over
But
here.
he got a point.
I must admit, I am a Drake fan, but beyond that, I have absolutely zero problem with any of his.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Had a game 6 that please try to contain your antics to within 2 or 3 feet of your seat.
No,
Maybe,
he ain't
maybe.
gonna say contain your antics. Sit you down.
If you watch Spike Lee during games, the difference is
He
his
needs some
seat
of
is
that hen
across
dog,
the
don't
court from the benches.
no
So
wrong
he's
with
on the
that.
far
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
So he's not within constant camera
out the
view
country
of
right
the
now.
2 benches because you're seeing Drake far more than you probably should.
Yeah.
Because he's right in between the 2 benches and the 2 coaches are walking up and down. So you cannot help
so
but
I'ma
notice
pause
Drake
right
because
there,
the
okay?
Why
camera.
he can't sit down?
Okay.
I'm gonna pause right there because Shay Sharp a little mad. Listen, if people don't understand what Drake is doing, which is genius, okay, the man ain't probably didn't what you might as well put Drake up there as the #1 entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I mean, dude, then he came out 2000 early 2004? I don't know.
2003, 2004,
He was on the
somewhere
grass.
there.
Okay,
what's the
so
little
she
Nickelodeon show? Oh, my
the
bad.
Grassy. I never watched the Grassy.
Me
Okay,
neither.
but anyway,
Me neither. I was a
what I'm
sports
saying
guy.
is,
Sorry.
musically as a genius, dude has outlived this whole transition of music changing constantly. Okay, but who'd have thought this man could go on the sidelines of an NBA game, like he said, massaging the coach's arm? I mean, somebody wouldn't think something like that is just, yeah, okay, it's too much. But man, if you sitting there, the coach ain't got a problem with it. And I put it this way: ain't no ref walk up to him and say, "Hey, sir, you got to get off the court."
Money rules the world, bro. You know that.
Now Golden State. I mean, come on, man. This Drizzy, okay?
Man,
This
man got
this
no
man got
money
a
to pay that.
747 in the garage, okay? How many of y'all can say got a 747 in their garage, okay?
Man, that man can pay both of their salaries.
And let's make this let's put this out there so people understand, okay? Canada is not a state.
It's a country, my bad.
It's a country, okay? A whole country. Meaning
That's behind them.
this man got the whole, I don't know, they don't have a president in Canada, do they? They got something else. Let's just say the prime minister endorsed Drake and said, look, man, you can do whatever you want to do, okay? So when you got that type of power, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to him.
No.
I put it this way: if he didn't get into Golden State's head, bruh, Draymond Green would have never said something to him walking off the court. They
That
had
is
to
true.
stop Draymond Green. Drake didn't approach Draymond.
He did.
Draymond approached him, said something to him, and that was it.
True.
So all I'm saying, man, is like when you look at something like that and tell me that obviously it's getting in his head. It's getting in Golden State's head because now they thought they was gonna go in there and do the same thing they've been doing every year. Okay, all we gotta do is pass the ball to Steph. Steph ain't hot, let's pass it to Clay. But they when you go look at the defense of that game, bro, I'm talking about they shut everybody down. The only person they left open, correct me if I'm wrong, who is that out real tall dude? He probably should have been under the post. He was trying to shoot threes the whole night.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name. I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name right now. He came
I got
out the bench and scored points. He made big buckets.
Nah, this dude, one of they starting lineup players, okay? He was the only one shooting threes, and they let that man shoot all night. He was breaking them all night. All I'm saying, that 10-point spread that they had at the beginning of the game end up being the same 10-point spread at the end of the game.
like I told you, in-game adjustments kept him. Kawhi played his game.
Man, how many points Kawhi had?
Don't quote me.
I'm gonna be real. I don't think Kawhi did as great. I don't think we seen
He
Kawhi Leonard in his
a
prime
monster
yet.
game.
I mean, these boys. It was the first game.
True.
I don't think they didn't got hot yet. This tomorrow night though, they might put up 20 on these boys.
It's gonna be you either be a big dog or you gonna be a little pup.
They might put up 20 on them, man.
Think 20?
Yeah, I'm going ahead and say 20 points.
Oh, so you calling a dub piece?
I'm calling a dub piece tomorrow.
I ain't gonna say no dub piece because I think
And I'm
it's gonna be
saying
another
this
grudge.
because even though I understand, yes, they have Steve Kerr as their coach, but how many championships Golden State got right now? Two in the last 5 years. They chasing 3. So, or is it 3 chasing 4?
They chasing 4.
Okay.
They 4 and 5 last 5.
What I'm saying is, every dog got their day. Okay. We
That
seen
is
this
true.
with Alabama this year.
we ain't gonna talk about
Ah,
that,
we
bro.
ain't
We ain't
gonna
gonna talk
wanna
about that.
now.
We don't hurt no
But folks
feelings,
don't
bro.
wanna talk about what
Bro,
really
we ain't gonna
happened.
talk about that, bro. You know we got too many Alabama fans on my live, bro. Chill out, cause they ain't got time.
I'm
for
just
that.
saying.
Hey, we ain't gonna do them like that, cause
Listen.
that's gonna hurt their feelings again.
But no, I only bring it up about
Because
Alabama because
They a giant.
everybody expects Alabama to
there.
be in the championship game every single year.
True.
Every year.
Because they're a
the,
powerhouse.
they are the team that you're going to always face every single time. So at the end of the day, you got teams that prepare week after week for whatever team they playing that next week, but I guarantee you somewhere teams will put separate playbooks together just for Alabama.
Yeah, because
So you don't think they doing
you
the
try to
same?
beat them in any way you can,
Yeah.
but you can't prepare for them because you never know what they can do to you. Because
But,
they have too many weapons.
but what we can say,
And they have a guru as a coach.
hey, Justin said, don't bring Alabama in this, G.
Hey, bro, it is what
when
it
y'all
is, my
get
boy.
17, holler at, man, listen. I'm not saying that Alabama isn't great. I'm using them as an example. Every dog has their day. And
Yes,
they
they
had
do.
their day against Clemson. Nobody expected, even me. I never thought Alabama would get shut out the way they got shut out. Nobody did.
Well,
No, I did
didn't
not.
think they- I didn't
I
think-
picked the spread to be 6 points. A field goal. Not
I put it.
how many
I
points
bought
they
it-
end up losing by 20 something?
lost by like 27 points.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that.
Man, listen. At the end of the day, back to Golden State. If people don't think Golden State could get swept in these finals, y'all sadly mistaken, okay? I'm telling you. Yeah, just for GP, they might give them one because that's how the NBA goes. I understand that. It's about getting ratings and all this type stuff. But listen, Toronto, them Raptors, let's just break it down to just simple terms, okay? Y'all seen Jurassic Park. In the movie, who was the best? The T-Rex wasn't the best dinosaur, man. It was the
Raptors though. I did
Raptor,
like the little
okay?
Raptors though. They was fire.
What was that Raptor's name? Was it Blue? Blue was, look. Y'all tell me anybody wanted to mess with Blue. Y'all seen Jurassic World, okay? Blue.
I'm gonna let Blue go on by this business.
Nobody wanted to mess with him. And all I'm saying is, listen, Toronto kind of like that team that's been quietly sleeping in the shadows.
Of who though? Who's been their kryptonite? Who's been their kryptonite?
You let me know, man, because I'm
Oh,
not,
I know.
Who? Brian?
Man, of course.
Brian not out this year,
it-
so the only team that snuck up behind him was the team that he always took out.
Exactly. And that's why.
And it
he
only
is
makes
their
sense.
kryptonite.
So my question is this. Okay, now let's focus in on Kawhi Leonard.
What about him?
Is Kawhi Leonard the number 1 ranked player in the world right now?
Negative.
Who's number 1?
Who's number 1?
Yeah.
Just
Justin said LeBron.
and he is correct. He is absolutely right. LeBron is gonna always be the greatest till he retires, bro. Till LeBron leads the game, he's gonna always be the greatest in the world, bro. Because what he's accomplished. See what I'm saying? But then you got other cats that's climbing up that tree to try to take his spot. Like Kawhi, like KD, like Giannis. You see what I'm saying? I'm just throwing names out there. But
Bron number 1 till he retire. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Of course. I don't care what
So
you.
what you saying is, okay, let's say hypothetically Bron doesn't go to LA.
Okay.
He stays in Cleveland.
I didn't.
Is Bron in the playoffs this year?
I'm
just saying.
It depends if he got a free agent. If he got a free agent over there with him. If he could have pulled something, maybe.
Let's just go. Somebody name me any third player that has been with LeBron James that basically put, like, over the past decade, that's put them in the championship or went to the finals with. Because at the end of the day, most of us don't even know those players now. All I'm saying is this man took teams to the playoffs, to the finals every year with no name players for real. And if they go to other teams, they just, you don't see them no more. When last time we heard from Hen Dog? J.R. Smith. When last time you heard from him, man?
Nobody want to pick up that gangster. Everybody know he was a little gangster. Straight up. I hate to say it like that live, but sorry, but it's like.
Tell me about the 07 team. I remember the 07 team. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, they had a squad. Okay, what was the dude with the hair? All that hair on his head. I forgot.
Birdman?
Yeah, nah. It was they had. I remember Birdman. But you talking about 2007. But since then, man, I mean, come on, bro. This, like I said, a decade. Bron ain't been having superstars around him, and that's what I talk about with Golden State. Golden State, from Jump Street, has always had superstars around them. They went and got what they deemed as the Monstars, okay? But we all know who won at the end of Space Jam, right? Monstars didn't win, did they? And all I'm saying is, even though we don't see LeBron in this, everybody thinking that the Raptors don't have what it takes to beat, but that defense that they put on that team, I don't even think the Bron team put that type of defense on them, man. This the first time you've ever seen Golden State get checked like that.
Well, I wouldn't say that because when Bron them beat them in them finals, they had to play defense. That's the only way they was able to stay in the game, bro. And like the motto, you know the motto, bro.
What's the motto?
Defense wins championships.
There you
bro.
go.
Not offense.
Say that
bro.
one more time for me, sir.
Defense wins championships, bro.
Y'all better understand this, okay?
Like
I'm serious. Like, I'm tired of watching basketball and all people do is throw up threes every single night. Like, man, it got to a point where it didn't water down the game in high school. Where
that's horrible.
You got dudes that's 7 foot nothing. Instead of going down to the paint and just, getting in the trenches and dog fighting, they want to try to shoot 3-pointers.
It don't work like that.
Man, come on. I'm trying to understand.
It don't work like that.
It don't. But what I'm saying is, everybody says that LeBron James is the one that messed the league up. Oh, he the one that started this super team thing. No, he didn't. I'm going to give you another team that was a super team before Bron. Boston Celtics.
What about them?
KG.
Okay.
Paul Pierce. Rondo.
Defensive Okay, let me
Who
tell
said
you.
Raptors in 5? OG Bobby Johnson.
Man, he plays so much.
It's my boy.
He plays so much, but no.
Thank you. Tristan, no. We might have to call him real quick, man, because Tristan, no, we've been talking about this all year. Okay, Raptors in 5. The only reason we say Raptors in 5 because the NBA won't allow Golden State to get swept. They gonna give them 1 in Golden State, but all Raptors got to do is win 1 in Golden State, and they gonna take it back.
So you think they gonna win in Toronto?
Absolutely.
They gonna have to.
Man, listen.
This is what I'm being contradicting right now about things, about this finals.
Justin said Boston started the big 3. Absolutely. He said Rondo was a rookie. He was, man, but I'm going to be real. Rondo was a different animal back in the day. Let's just be real. He ain't the same Rondo he is now, man. I mean, we all know this. That's just like saying Chris Paul the same Chris Paul, because obviously we ain't seeing the same Chris Paul, okay? I mean, think about it. What happened to the Rockets this year? Choke. Them boys had a chance to knock Golden State out. They had these boys by the throat. Tremel.
What up?
They had these boys by the throat, man.
Yeah, I told
And
you,
they
bro.
gave the game up.
I told you what I told you what it was gonna be, dog. I told you what it was gonna be, bro. If they had to play in the half court, bro, they was gonna be doomed, bro, because of the big men, bro.
My man said Boston didn't start it either. Okay, so somebody tell me who started it then?
Bro, they had teams like look at Magic and them, bro.
Yeah,
Magic,
I mean
James Worthy,
I'm
Kareem,
talking about in
Magic.
this era though, bro. I'm talking about this era of basketball because
This era.
Yeah, because the headline was what? The headline was,
So you really want to do that? Oh, so you don't want to say Chauncey Billups to the Pistons, bro?
Yeah.
Or Chauncey Billups, Rick Hamilton, Rasheed Watson, Ben Watson.
Thank
all them,
you.
Bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, we can even talk about the Lakers. Let's just be real, man. Lakers had a squad, okay? Had a serious squad. So everybody talking about LeBron James to blame for this whole building super teams, man. Listen, Lakers had a powerhouse every year. Before Kobe, well, let's say Kobe and Shaq, when they first came. I'm talking about Kobe when he was wearing number 8, Kobe. Kobe with the fro. That'll dunk with the nuts in your face, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Then, Robert Ory, Derek Fisher. I mean, them boys, Lamar Odom. Say what you want to about him off the court, man, but the dude was a dog on the court, okay?
That is true. That is true. But you don't want that's on the super team you can name?
Nah, that's just right there. I mean, okay.
Well, okay, I got what you're saying. In modern day, I got what
In
you're
my
saying.
what I'm saying
in our
is
era, I got what you're saying.
pre or LeBron's rookie year, or let's just say before LeBron James, the NBA was a much more balanced NBA. Ever said the fact that it's done with the caliber of what LeBron is, what really started trend. He said started a trend for era. Now people at the league for what? Well, yes, they are. A lot of people bandwagon. I don't like that. Like, to me, it's kind of like, okay, I feel like the reason you don't have enough balanced teams is because you don't have enough players willing to stay on teams to create a balance. Like, okay, man, listen. I think it was one year when Kobe was like, look, y'all better trade me if y'all don't bring somebody. You don't think LA got on the horn? They brought everybody this man needed. And he put up 2 more rings, okay? So, this whole thing, okay, I'm just going to go join whatever team I need to join. We already see that fail with KD, okay? KD, and that goes into my next thing. KD he gonna come back in game 4. Let's just be real. Somebody, y'all put some numbers out there for me, okay? Where do y'all think Golden State will be at in this series by game 4? Y'all think it's gonna be 2-2?
It's a possibility. We don't know.
You crazy?
We don't.
It's gonna be 3-1.
We don't know, bro.
3-1.
You that what you call?
KD gonna try and bring them back from 3-1? Nah. They gotta win 1 in Golden State,
know,
okay?
Bro. Be honest with you, dog. Be honest with you.
They gotta win 1.
They could get swept in 4 if they want to. Anything can happen.
That's what I'm saying.
So I wouldn't just say 5. I wouldn't say 4.
I'm trying to give them a pass, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Golden State is a good team, bro, but I don't. They've made it to where it's cool to just shoot 3-pointers and not play ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yeah, Steph Curry can dribble a little bit, but he ain't got no D. This man can't play no defense.
Well, he can't play defense on everybody.
He can't play. Listen,
he's not a good matchup guard.
Okay,
what certain situations?
What was my last? I think when I did this a few nights ago.
Who you had? AI.
When I was talking about AI. At the end of the day, who you choose? AI Steph. Let me tell you why I'm gonna choose AI. Because at the end of the day, my man gonna get in your face. Okay. You think you gonna just drive by this man? He wasn't soft.
He wasn't no softy. Now they think defense is soft, bro.
And it's not. What I'm saying is
this is what make me not like James Harden. He does not play defense. I don't care. World,
Thank you.
Toronto
he can shoot all he wants.
I don't care, world. James Harden does not play defense.
None of them.
And it's sad to say, yeah, you can hoop. Yeah, you can shoot all day. But can you lock somebody down? Like,
And thank you, Raptors,
like
for bringing back the D game to the NBA, so we can finally push all of this weak-minded. Let's shoot a 3-pointer every time we get a chance, man.
But everybody,
People like seeing real basketball, bro.
Yep.
You can't tell me we weren't looking forward to watching. Let's just go back to the 90s. We weren't looking forward to watching Detroit and Chicago play against each other. Because I don't care what y'all say, bro. Them boys gonna get bust in the mouth, okay? Every night.
Or watch when, like, Jordan dunked on Patrick Ewing.
I mean, it was just the fact that, okay, guys that really could play the game, I don't care if they was a guard or not, these dudes would go in the paint.
But it's a different time and era, too, though, bro. You got to think about it, too, though.
It is, bro.
Time and era, though. But you got to think, a lot of these cats now, though, all they want to do is shoot. Like you said, all they want to do is shoot the ball. They want to shoot outside the arc. What is my 6'7" center shooting a three for? Why are you not in the paint dominate? Why you not being Shaq?
Thank you.
Why you not getting the boards off the glass?
You know, I'm like, man, listen. And this is why I love, like, you know, Willie used to say this all the time. I didn't like the Spurs at first, but who came off the Spurs? Who came off the Spurs, people?
Mr. Leonard, didn't he?
Kawhi Leonard. Man, was third string on the Spurs, but probably one of the best players on that team. But he stood and watched gurus play the game. Every other year, Spurs was winning championships. Why? Because they played fundamental ball. Them dudes was old, but they could dog you out in the paint every single time, and you couldn't do nothing about it.
That is true.
But all of a sudden,
they had an inside-out game.
All of a sudden, the Spurs just kind of just faded out. You see what I'm saying?
True.
In comes Golden State. You know, and then everybody like, oh, man, Steph Curry, he can throw up threes. He can do this. He can do that. Man, but he ain't I'm serious. If Allen Iverson played during this time, he probably would be a better shooter than Steph Curry because he has the space.
And they have what, bro? The technology, too, though, bro. Like I'm just saying, but like how they keep their bodies up and jump. They ain't had that back in the 90s.
Thank you, Corbin. The 90s was the dog era, okay? Now we got the cat era. That's what I call this era. Cats. You know, don't touch me, man. You know what I'm saying?
This man won't talk about this.
It's for real. Like it's sad, bro, because I see guys, and I don't know if Emmanuel on here right now, man, but Emmanuel, Coach Claude, them guys do a heck of a job every season on the AAU team, the Bama Celtics, man. And the biggest issue I see with a lot of those players, it ain't the height, it ain't the talent, it's the mentality. A lot of them, they just
what
don't.
Prime Time said though, bro? What Prime Time said,
I need
bro?
To find what Prime Time
he said,
said,
man, y'all too soft for me.
Let me find this real quick. What he said. Deion said it. It's Deion Sanders, okay? Like, folks be like, oh, man, you got to be big and strong. Nah, bro, you got to go out here and you got to have some heart to play these boys.
Man, what? Ain't no softies, man.
Let's see what Deion say.
Hey, Harley. Man, what's up?
You looking at these comments, yeah?
Tony, yo. Mo D.
Charles Barkley, thank you. Charles, Ron Artest, Gary Payton, defensive dogs, man, right. It's like all of a sudden we just got, I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of these dudes,
what's up, man? What's up, Coach Wallace? Cousin Curtis, what's up? Good, what it do?
Oh, trust me, Scottie Pippen was the truth.
Big bro, what's up? Oh, cuz, what it do, Mr. Hall? Mr. Hall, I know you don't want to come on my post. Mr. Hall, what it do, Mr. Hall? I know you was sick the other night.
I think it's on my Twitter. Let me go, cause Twitter I can find everything real quick. But Deion said something real, just like it
He
just
said
hit
y'all ain't got the
home.
dog in y'all no more. That's what my guy said.
But it's how he said and what he was saying. He said, man, I don't understand these kids today, man. Like, it's, you know what it is? They want the social media likes and all that type stuff, man. I'm like, listen, don't these lives can't substitute for hard work, okay? You got to go grind, man. You got people out here today. Shout out to Trey Channing today. He opened up his I Am Love Fitness Center right there in Birmingham. Listen, trains athletes, okay? High intensity workouts. That's where it starts at. Coach Wallace know that. Coach Wallace, he'll tell you where it started at, Coach Wallace.
Weight room,
in
baby.
the weight room, baby.
That was my
Trust
guy.
me.
I know.
When Moody was back there dominating from 02 to 06, it was the weight room. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Cuz on the camera. I got to bring Doug on the camera.
Dang, I know I got it on here, man.
I can't bring Doug on it.
Let's see. Corbin said John starts.
Oh, a dog.
John, thank you.
Was a dog.
But I'm trying to understand why is it that today, this Clemson game, I know I can find this.
Chris, what it do, fam?
Deion was talking about it. Hold on.
Who you talking about, fam?
I'm trying to find, Deion said something and I retweeted
He
it.
was talking to Florida State, man. He was talking
Here
to
it is. Hold on, here you go. I'm going to give y'all this.
This is rapper Plies. He's large. His videos are extraordinary. He said something very profound, not just about Florida State, but multiple colleges in our state, because there's something going on with our kids today, and I think it starts from parents. I'll explain after, but I want you to take a listen and a look at Plies and see what he has to say.
I'm finna just say it, man. This is the whole entire state of Florida D1 football program, probably with the exception of one right now. But boy, we done got soft. The whole state, we done got that soft. I watched 4 D1 programs last 2 days. I watched the JV.
Yeah, soft.
I said, man, they got to be the JV team, man. Varsity must play today. Man, I'm used to Warren South, Deion Sanders, Adrian James, Tim Tebow, Mike Irvin,
heard he
Javon
said,
Curtis.
my boy Tim
Dog.
Tebow.
What the dog
Go
said?
Gators.
All ball, no bite. Bite, no ball. Whole state of Florida, man, we done got soft, man.
I feel the same way. Once upon a time, Florida State, Miami, and the Florida Gators were in the top 10.
Every year.
And if you lost
That
one
is
game,
true.
which we did to
Our boys
Miami
have
my
went
last
down.
2 years,
We on the
you're
rise,
done
though.
for the national championship. If you lost in state, you're done. And now, man, I don't know what's going on. I think it starts at the crib. It starts at home. We're so soft with our kids, and we're guarding them and protecting their feelings and emotion. And we're not raising dogs, man. We're raising cats. We're
I rest
raising
my case.
mama's boys, man.
Everybody's so worried
And
about
daddy's
how somebody gonna take
dream
you. They
kid,
can't get coached
instead
for
of
real
getting on
today.
these kids, making sure they fight for what they want.
Thank you.
I don't even see kids today thinking about, man, I can't wait to work my butt off so I can retire my mama. Man, they think about how many followers they could get, man. How many likes they get on a post. Not
crazy.
being great. How many offers they can assume from colleges.
What you worry
not
about an
being
offer
the
for,
best.
man, when you can't play?
And this has to stop. And they doing one thing. They're specializing in one thing. It's all season basketball, all season football, all season. They're not even having fun. And they don't even love it like they used to. They like it. Just like Instagram, they like it. Just like Twitter, they like it. That's what they need to do. We need to put a love button on social media. Because a lot of folks ain't loving stuff no more. They like it, but where's the love?
You gotta have love for the
Because anything
game,
I love,
man.
you're going to give everything you got to it.
You
Anything
ain't got
you
love for the game. What you
like,
playing
it
for?
is what it is. And that's what Plies is really saying, man. We ain't who we used to be in the state. But other people could come in our state and grab a
That's
dog
everywhere,
and bring him
Deion.
out.
That ain't
put him
just
in
Florida.
Alabama.
That's any state, man.
That ain't just Florida, man. It's happening everywhere. I mean, Alabama. It's, you know why it's like that? Like I said, technology. Main thing is, and I don't know if for those who just tuning in, yeah, we're talking about is Drake Golden State's Kryptonite, but basically talking about why is it that it seems like the league doesn't play the same way on all sides. I mean, when it comes to basketball, football, and it's trickling down because a lot of these same guys coming straight out of, some of them come out of high school, they go to college.
Now some of these cats not going to college, they going straight overseas, playing that 1 year, coming back over here, bro.
Yeah. All the different loopholes, and I understand it, man, but again, when you got it to where athletes won't even stay on teams that long, take for instance, let's say Odell Beckham Jr. Heck of an athlete, talent out this world, right?
Yep.
I mean, with the New York Giants, and a lot of people was mad because they were saying, man, Odell, why you not? Why we not winning games?
Can't
and then they got
blame him.
mad at him because he showed his frustration on the internet. They felt like, oh, you don't need to speak up against your own team. Why not? Because when a program,
freedom of speech, bro.
But when a program gets to a point to where they feel as if it don't matter what level the program's on, when you get to a point as a institution or a program, you feel like, oh, okay, we not worried about winning anymore. It's just as long as we selling tickets. And, nobody knows what goes on in the locker room. I'm sure, I would hope every program wants to win. But when you got athletes that come out of colleges that are used to winning, when they come out of high school used to winning, take, for instance, Cam Newton. Cam Newton came out of JUCO winning, went to the league where he went to college 1 year and dominated the SEC, went to the league, almost won the Super Bowl, which, that's kind of left up to, suspicion or whatever. But main thing is that era where you got athletes that understand the hard work portion of it, whereas most of them now is just, man, I got to keep my phone in my bag so I can jump on my phone when it's time after practice, but nobody watching film. What we used to do after every game, they already had a film tape ready probably that night. That's how serious it was. But you know what? That's why we were winning, because we were already studying film. We took the film home Friday night after the game, and then would turn around Sunday, come in, work out, and watch film. But they wonder, okay, why school in Moody, Alabama was winning and why we had great players. Well, we had a great system.
Hard work, dedication.
Hard work, dedication, bro. I'm talking about, and I mean, I understand high school done changed a little bit. You can't practice as much as you used to and all this type of stuff. But, man, it's like the formula for success. It's like, man, if you take the hard work out of any of that stuff, it's over. You can't blame these kids when, the programs don't even, some of the coaches don't even want to win. It's all about, okay, as long as I got my name in the paper or something. I'm like, man, when it gets to a point to where, like you said, it's up to us as parents. It's up to, like you said, if your kid got talent, all kids in some sense got talent, man. But talent is just one part of it. It's the hard work, because me and you both have seen plenty of guys with talent could have went anywhere. Guess what they doing right now? Sitting at home. Sitting at home. Because the talent wasn't going to get them to the next level, And then you got some schools, just because they, baby a player and everything else, when they do get to that second level, they been baby. Well, okay, in college, they don't do you that way. Everybody good on that level, right? At least most of them. So, I feel like a lot of people don't realize that, man, athletes today have to start working hard. And I'm talking about actually, like Deion said, go out here, love the game, man. Love what you're doing. Because when you competing out here for real, it ain't about, oh, okay, I'm the best one on the team. You got to be the one. You good, baby? Okay. You can't be the best one on the team, but you the first one to quit. Because let me tell you something. The team that usually wins the ones that don't give up. They may be down 20-some points. How many times we been down 20 points in the game before, bruh? and came back. Because guess what? We learned how to win in the fourth quarter. It's the same thing on the basketball court. It's the same thing in life. It's you have to go out here and understand how to not quit. And sometimes even if you don't quit, you might get
keep
beat.
Pushing.
You probably will get beat. That's just a part of it. But if that dog ain't constantly being just driven in you every single day,
you ain't gonna be with it.
Like
You can't be forced to do something you love.
You can't. First in, first out, bro. See what I'm saying?
Exactly. Straight up, like
first in, first out.
Bro, like
a lot of folks.
I done seen some little cats. Oh yeah, and shout out to them boys the right way too. Shout out to my boy Fabo. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing with them little cats, bro. Man, like these cats, like out of center point, all little black team. 5.
Okay.
Fundamental. Everything's fundamental sound. They guess what?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Man, look here. Ain't no iron team with them cats, bro.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, okay?
I know that's real. Don't fix it.
At the end of the day, like I said, you teaching these kids hard work, man, because I'm going to be honest. Tell these kids the truth out here, okay? Tell them the truth. Most of them, and I mean 98%, maybe 99%, will not make it in the professional leagues, okay? So does that mean that you gotta kill their dream? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, you give them that dream and that hope because anybody can work towards it. That's the main thing about a dream, working towards it. But if it doesn't happen, they still got all the skill set. They still got the mentality, and that's gonna carry them over into something else. But if you teach them how, okay, well, you supposed to get by because your name is so-and-so. You supposed to get by because you the star of the school, and you know what? You ain't got to go to class today. You know the teacher gonna pass you just. The teacher gonna pass you just because you the star. But then you find out yourself in college, and the teacher ain't passing you no more, and you failing. Oh well, guess what, coach? Hey, come sit down with me real quick. I'm sorry, you ain't got the grade, so you can't go with the team this year. The star player. Can't pass his, you know what I'm saying, can't get the grades. And at the end of the day, if you're a failure in school, man, or you're a failure, you start failing in school or just having bad habits in school, it's going to carry over into life.
Yeah, you got to change it, so you got to make adjustments.
You got to make adjustments, because one thing that's certain is always going to be change, okay? I mean, everybody that's out here doing something today and they successful at it, it ain't because they didn't fail. I mean, case in point, Trey Channing just opened his studio again, right? Opened a fitness studio. He had a music studio 5 years ago, went to prison, came out of prison, doing it again, all over again. Whole nother business. But a lot of that came from just having the right habits, you know? Not being one to quit. You know, this man wake up every day at 4:45 a.m. and he training. He ain't got to do that, but he do it. And I'm sure a lot of that came from sports. A lot of that came from, great parents. You know, all of us may not have that, but we got people around us, though, do we not?
True.
How many coaches that helped us out to do great things? You see what I'm saying? People in the schools that care about you. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of these teachers underpaid out here, people. A lot of them, they underpaid, you know.
Especially in this state.
So when you doing stuff, especially when it comes to education and even coaching, most of them, I'm sure, doing it because they love it.
For the love of the game and the kids.
That's
man,
it.
That's what it boiled down
so
to.
It boiled down to the kids now. You know, if y'all don't appreciate what you got, man, and don't appreciate the opportunity,
take it for
trust
granted.
me, it will be gone.
Not take it for granted. If you got the ability, use it.
When it's gone, it ain't coming back.
Nope.
You got to get to a point where you got to say, okay, if I'm gonna be the best, and sometimes the best mean you might have to sit on the bench for a while and just watch. Ain't nothing wrong with that. When we came up, when we was playing junior high first, man, we had to sit back and watch it first. We knew we was better than them. Trust me. Man right here, no, we knew we was better than them, but we had to sit back and watch first, all right? You know, wait our turn. And while we was waiting our turn, guess what? We was on scout team. But guess what? The scout team was better than the first team. So when
Bust them up.
Right. When it was time for us to become the first team, guess what? We was bringing them home.
Bring that back in home, buddy. Straight up though, like he said though.
But everybody gotta understand that, man. This generation of entitlement, it ain't gonna work for us, okay?
It's soft.
Because a lot of the entitlement, it spill over into the workplace. Folks come to work, feel like they ain't gotta do nothing. They just want to sit on their phone all day. They don't want to make sure things get done properly. Come on now. I mean, I know I'm going off on a rant, man, but it's just this podcast thing to me wasn't about, okay, I just want to get on here to start talking about a bunch of stuff, man. If I can talk to 1 million kids, I would. But the only way I can actually do that is, okay, let me go ahead and see if I can put something out there where everybody be able to see it. And I hope people share this because I want people to make it out here, you know? I hate seeing kids out here that's struggling because they don't think, oh, they can't play this or play that. And everybody don't play sports, I understand it. But I'm talking about for a lot of my athletes. Those kids that's out here and they want to do great, it start with your habits. You see what I'm saying? Trust me, that phone gonna always be there. That like button gonna always be there. But your opportunity to be able to go out and do what you gotta do ain't gonna be there. Cause once it's up, once your time up and they say, hey, sorry, you know, you didn't make the ACT score to get into the school that you wanted to go to. So I'm sorry, you gotta go to another school. You know,
you don't want to go no JUCO. You know you D1 athlete,
right? And the crazy thing, we hear these kids talk about offers all the time, but I'm like,
anybody can get an offer. Anybody
can. Offers come in. Them letters. I mean, like I said, folks will get letters in the mail. Coaches give you the letters and all that type of stuff, which I don't agree with it this day and time. And I only say that because if a kid feels as if, okay, I'm where I need to be at that point. Like, I'm like, bro, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That it needs to be a certain point where a person says, you know what, I'm not there yet. But that's on the coaches too.
But what is that word? What is the word that they always use?
What is it?
Fear.
Yeah. I mean, you
like for real though, bro. Just being honest with you though, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like. Like this era, like you said, how we had to come up.
Yeah.
We had to watch. We had to be an Indian.
Yeah, we had to sit back.
We had to be an Indian.
Yeah.
Now in this day and time, everybody want to be a chief.
They want to be chiefs, man.
But don't nobody want to be an Indian.
Yeah.
And you like, dang. Like how we used to have to go to camping. We used to have to go to camping for that week. But we had to go for a week.
Yeah,
5 days.
I mean, I'm talking about the middle of nowhere, okay?
Like, yeah, we in the woods. We had a military school, so it's really like, pretty much like Remember the Titans, pretty much for real.
And it was all psychological, man. The main thing is
it's not a physical thing. It's mental.
It's all mental. Get you away from all that. Get you away from your family,
your girlfriends,
your phones. Phone don't even work out there. You might coach. You tell us you might well keep your phone in your bag because you ain't got no service out here.
You did.
But that was the difference. Like we didn't understand how important that was to building the bond that we needed, and all of us built that bond. You know, we was able to build it with each other, and we came back winners. Because at that point, only thing we was doing in practice was just going over the praise. Right? Summertime to me is when you put in that hard work and build that bond.
Yep.
When it's time for game weeks, all you doing is just putting in preparation stuff. It's too late to build a bond during the season. The bond should be built in the off season. But again, what are a lot of kids doing these days in the off season? You see what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was, off season, hey, we'll go out and have a good time, but we didn't have, I think we had phones, but we didn't have social media, man.
Yeah, so we had MySpace, but we didn't have all these.
I mean,
they have now.
We was playing ball outside. Like a lot of us were playing street ball. If we weren't playing at the field, we was in the street playing.
That's the thing
you
about
know
kids
what?
these days too.
Oh,
Kids want to play. They don't go outside when they want to play on these videos. They want to play Fortnite and stuff.
Man, listen.
Man,
I
that's for
heard
the
a
birds.
kid tell me, we don't go play on the court. We don't go play on the blacktop, meaning outdoor court. We go play inside. Cause I don't want to hurt my knees. Are you serious? I'm like,
all right, let me tell you something
if I
about
knew
this.
that, here's
Hold on,
the
let me tell
thing.
you
If I
something
knew
about
that
this.
about you as a player, and then, like I said,
You soft.
you soft.
Straight
You
up.
get in your head real quick.
Man, bro, if you go play ball, bro, you go play ball in the rain.
It don't matter where you
wherever,
playing
bro.
at, okay?
I don't care, bro.
Man, how many times we done played in, crazy conditions, okay?
As kids, I ain't talking about it in high school. I'm talking about as kids.
Right. But it was all the.
Hey, bro, I can remember.
I remember.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that, but
I remember.
You remember, bro, it was pouring down
Pouring,
rain, and
listen.
I didn't want to run the ball. Straight up, I did not want the ball.
Listen, I ain't
Like,
care.
I want to go.
I said, Coach, give me the ball, okay? I didn't care. But it was crazy because all of us grew up playing in that same team we grew up with, end up being the winners for a town that probably went. Man, Moody was getting beat every year. I'm talking about going seasons with no wins. And it was crazy. All of a sudden, you had a team come in from, 02 to 06, dominating.
True.
So all I'm saying is, like, the formula for that, I look back almost a decade ago. I mean, that was like 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
Dang, we've been out of school for a minute, bro. Dang, why you had to say it like that? But yeah,
you go back and look at that stuff now. It's like, man, we did something great. It can't be erased. But I look now at this generation. I'm like, man, come on. It should have got better. You should have seen more. You should have seen the trend go up. But then all of a sudden, you just see this trend and athletes go down.
And it's all about who. It's all about who you have around your kids too.
That's true.
You got to. Some people can be a positive influence. Some can be a negative influence. See, that's why.
But that means you actually got to be out here.
That's
You got to actually vet the people that's around your kids. You got to pay attention to what they doing. A lot of times the parents are all on social media more than the kids. I don't understand that. Like, it's one of them type things where, okay, as parents, like I said, because that's where I'm at now. You are now in a position where, okay, I ain't saying that you ain't have your time, but you had your time, okay? It's their turn. We kind of got to step aside and give them the things that we were instilled or we had. And like I said, when one thing I hear now, you got coaches, parents get mad at the coaches because, you coached my baby too hard or you said something wrong to him. Like, when we get man, listen, coaches used to cuss us out, okay? Everybody know this.
You better get right.
And it wasn't to a point to put you in a position to feel less than, but for you to understand that, okay, this is important. You know what I'm saying? We men, okay? At that point, y'all may think we boys, but we're growing into men. We got testosterone, okay? Trust me. If you not gonna break from somebody cussing at you.
Sure ain't.
But when you get to a point where, coaches can't even go out here and coach kids in a hard way to a point where it's constructive.
Because the mama bears are coming out. That's why. And the mama bears need to stay on the other side of the fence.
I don't want to say it's all the mama bears because you got some dads out here that don't like that either.
You got some mama bears out here too that crosses the line too. But to be honest with you, if the kid can play, let the kid play. Don't interfere with the kid's talent because of the parent. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that happens a lot. Like, and I see it a lot. I be like, you making the kid not be a great athlete because how you act, how you carrying yourself.
Well, you want to try to control everything.
Exactly.
I put it this way: when those coaches go out there, let's just be real, they can be doing anything else. And like I said, I take my hat off to this day. Like I said, I'm the man I am because of the coaches that were in my life.
True.
I definitely pay homage to my parents, but I spent more time, truthfully, with my coaches than anything else. They're gonna spend. If those coaches stay at those schools for a while, they're usually gonna spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad. like Coach Wallace did come back to Moody, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, shout out to Coach Wallace too.
Thank you, Coach Wallace, for coming back to Moody, because I already know the boys gonna be ready to win. Okay.
Cause he made me put in work, and I used to not want to put in work some days. He made me put in that work, but he also taught me how to be a man and built my character. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares if you get cussed out? Okay.
You may not like it
You
then.
might not like it then,
Your
but
feelings
in the
might get hurt
long
then.
run, it's going to help
It's gonna
you.
pay
It's
off.
going to pay off. So, like,
and folks
certain
sometimes
things,
don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that that's happening. You know, that's what I don't like too. Is like, you know, the truth is, you know, a lot of times was that locker room and things like that, man. It's more like a sanctuary.
It's a sanctuary for the guys.
For the guys.
Like, it's no interference.
If people saw sometimes the stuff that go on, they're like, oh nah, that ain't right. But it's not that. It's the fact that, okay, you're training boys to become men, and a lot of those coaches care about where these kids are going in their life, because they know also that most of them will never make it to a professional place, but they'll make it as fathers, and you know what I'm saying, as you know, employees, as bosses. You know, they'll start their own businesses, but if they got bad habits, that starts on the field.
You never know what somebody can do for you.
Thank you. So I always tell people, trust me, like,
don't burn your bridges.
Don't do that.
And bro, like, speaking back on that, on like football and stuff, bro, like it really builds you, bro. Like, it can either build you or it could break you. Like, one or the other. Like, you gotta use football as just in tactics in life. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Because trust me,
I see it now. Like,
you would rather,
bro, I see
you would
it
rather
now.
go through that while you young
than
when
when
you
you
under
get
the care of your
older.
parents.
Man.
Cause you think your coach is tough on you, man. Life will tear you apart. Okay, life will tear you apart, spit you out, and not care about you. Okay, and keep going. And a lot of people don't realize this stuff. They don't understand. Like I said, I didn't know. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm just like, whatever, because, you know, you don't have the responsibilities at that point. But it was true. What coaches told us, hey, enjoy this moment.
You better, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, once you play that last game of high school, when senior night, it's a wrap.
It's like, man.
You either made it or you didn't. Like, it's fun while it lasted.
And a lot of times, I'm going to be real, sometimes it's kind of hard to take it all in, because you constantly preparing for the next, especially if, you know, you out there winning. You preparing for the next. But truthfully, it's one of them things where I tell folks, man, sometimes you got to stop, take it all in. And if the coaches care about you, they give you that time, you know? Some people, I'm serious, once you leave high school, you may not ever talk to those people again.
Man, bro, like, I know for a fact, bro, I ain't seen some of the cats we played ball with. I know for a fact in 5 to 7 years, bro, maybe even 10, bro.
Right.
Like, I might see them on social media, but like,
right, but
like
it's
in person, bro. I guess because I don't be around. Everybody does their own thing. I'm not mad at everybody doing their own thing.
Nah, listen,
but
I
it's
tell people
crazy
all the time,
though.
like, I love seeing people that we grew up with, we went to school with, doing great things. I mean, fathers, mothers, you know, out here. Like I said, we the workforce out here today, you know? And to see all of us at one point in time be in one spot, and now we're there, like, I root for everybody, you know, anybody that I've ever crossed paths with in my life, or they've crossed mine or I crossed theirs, man, I always root for folks. Because, man, it's hard out here, you know? Like, a lot of people don't
shout out to
understand.
the class 06 too, though.
06, baby. 06 was that year, all right?
But also, though, like, it's crazy because you would think certain people would have made it playing sports because they always play sports, you feel me?
Right.
That's not always the scenario, bro. Like, God can flip the script on you.
Quick.
Like, ooh, like, he can take things and snatch it from you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that's why I tell young kids, like, bro, like, do your work, bro. Like,
Yeah.
your education is a must, bro.
It's huge. And
like,
I mean, it's
like
not,
I had to stay on my youngest brother, bro. Like, it's crazy because he just did something I told him not to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kind of pissed me off,
Mhm.
straight up. And you know, he's gonna have to learn this on his own because I can't walk for him.
You
See
right.
what I'm saying? So
I mean,
now,
we are.
now you got to be a man. See, now you have to.
I mean,
now you
all us was like that. I mean, we was hard headed back in the day.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like I was. I
All
wasn't
us
no
thought
perfect. I thought I knew
we
everything.
Can get away with stuff, do all this
You
type
can't get-
stuff, man.
And it bites you.
Excuse me.
It bites
Now,
you.
I'm gonna be honest. It's a camera everywhere. Okay. Somebody always watching. It's worse. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of it's kind of like technology kind of put everybody in this box. And I mean, anything you say, you know, can be brought back up against you. You know, like I was watching the NFL draft. You know, they brought something that happened to this kid in high school. They had to show it and explain it to everybody. I'm like, man, why does that matter? You know,
Bro.
like when did we get to a point to where people can't grow and become who they're supposed to become? Because if y'all critique people honestly every single way until the point to where it's like, oh no, you ain't gonna let them. They gotta be perfect. Like, listen, people gonna do some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they all learning. Not saying that okay, it's justifiable to cause harm to people, because that's not what I'm talking about. But like, of course, let kids be kids. You know, let them understand that okay, yeah, it's consequences for stuff you go out here and do.
Yeah.
But man, like it's a lot of stress that I feel like a lot of these kids go through as well. You know, social media makes it feel as if okay, if I don't like, what's the dude trending? What's the Wofford trending? Play basketball. Was it Mountain Brook?
Yeah.
Declared he was going to LSU.
Yep.
Put out a highlight video. Nice video. But now you set a standard that every person, and I mean, it's genius, but you set a standard that every kid has to have a highlight video.
Ain't nothing wrong with highlight videos, bro. We had highlight videos,
No,
bro.
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, not the highlight video. It's the fact that, like, if they're not getting the same thing.
Exposure.
Yes.
Everybody will get the same exposure, bro.
But look at the best players out there. Most of them were people that were overlooked.
True.
Because at the end of the day, it wasn't about the exposure to them. They just like, look, I'm playing because I love what I'm doing, and they didn't quit. All of a sudden, man, who is this dude, Steph Curry? Yeah, his dad played, but Steph Curry, he been there.
No,
they just weren't paying attention.
Okay, I knew about Steph Curry when he was in March Madness. Steph Curry led Davis to the Sweet 16, Jack.
Okay.
So if you probably don't remember, but see, I'm a guru. I watch this every day, all day.
That's why I brought him on, because he know.
What Steph Curry did in that particular March Madness, did nobody know Steph Curry and Davidson? They just like, oh, this just some little team, that's some little weak team who ain't finna make it out the first, second round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But boom, they shocked everybody. Steph showed everybody who he was and how he could shoot. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no, Steph Curry has been around.
Okay.
His name was not public because he did not play at a big D1 school.
Right.
He played at a small D1. Davidson's not a big school.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It sure
if
is not,
you go to a school
look
that's
at Damian Lillard.
Yes.
Look at CJ McCollum.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter where you go to school and play ball, bro. It's the heart. It's the dog in you, bro.
And like I said, again, shout out to Emmanuel. They coach the Alabama Celtics. Most of those kids will go. If you play for that team, you're almost guaranteed to get an offer to go to a school. Is it D1? Sometimes no. But if you get a chance to go to school, don't burn your chance. It's school. It's not only an education. You get, especially if you get an offer, that means that they're willing to pay for your schooling.
True.
Your parents don't have to pay for it. Then you can go out here, play the sports you love. All you gotta do is keep your grades up.
All they want.
I mean, yes.
What it do, y'all? What it do?
It's hard, but that's the whole point. It's like, okay, they're saying we'll give you these things if you keep your grades up, you do all that. So why mess all of that up? It's all right.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I was like, what? I ain't
Why?
touching. No, don't touch my phone,
You
bro.
good. Why mess
Peace,
all
what
of
up?
that up? And I understand, man. I've been up
Maurice,
there.
what's happening?
I've been to school. I know how
Saj.
it go. You know, you got a lot of pressures pulling at you and everything else. But if you got a plan before you go there,
Damn.
the pressure ain't gonna get you.
Yep. Man, what?
Trust me. I done seen dudes go to school the first year, flunk out, get girls pregnant, and don't take care of their business, and all of a sudden, boom, they miss their chance.
Yeah, cause
That is always gonna be there, because nobody's holding your hand when you leave high school. At that point, if you choose not to go to school, the teacher ain't gonna call your phone. Hey, where you at? They don't care. Now, if you on a football team, basketball team, any sports team,
little bro, we talk about some of everything, little bro.
Coach
We ain't
gonna
just talking
wonder-
about basketball, little Tyler. We talking about little TJ. We talk about some everything, bro. Like
Coach gonna
we talk about
wonder-
life.
The coach
like,
is gonna wonder
whatever, bro.
why
You know what I'm
are you
saying? Like,
not in class, and then after they ask you that and you still don't go to class, guess what they're gonna do? Pull your scholarship. At that point, they say, "Sorry, son, you gotta go." Somebody else in line for the same thing you got. That's the reality of it. So, if you get anything different out here, and people think making you feel, and I understand it's a hype. Like, I feel like most of your biggest worth as an athlete, if you make it, let's say a big shot, I guess, in high school, but will probably be in college. Because after that, like, let's take a look at Johnny Manziel. Dude was on cloud 9, okay? But
hey man,
after
don't do
that,
Johnny football like that. I kind of
Bro,
like that crazy dude, man. I like
but
that little crazy
what I'm
dude.
saying is, man, it's
you
an
right, though.
example of, and it's plenty more. Not just him. You got, like, you take Jamarcus Russell.
Bust.
Big bust.
Sorry, D, but he's a bust. I know he from your whole town, but he's a bust, cuz he's a bust.
Listen.
Okay, look, that man had the height, the arm
Everything.
strength, everything
But
that
you
you
know
would
what
want
he
in a
also
quarterback,
had?
bro.
You know what he also had?
Addictions.
Bad habits. It wasn't just addictions, man. Like I tell people, like,
you can say, no, I wouldn't, yeah, because I really wouldn't say he had, yeah, you can say that bad habits, addictions, whatever, but it's like Johnny Football. We go back to Johnny Football.
Yeah.
Johnny Football had everything he wanted,
mm-hmm.
but guess what happened to him?
Spoiled.
The spoiled little brat.
Spoiled.
Got everything took it from him.
I mean, and I think this man probably went, like I said,
He was a first rounder.
huge at Texas A&M. First round. I mean, any
JK would do, fam.
any platform that he was on, he had a chance. This man even had a chance Canadian League.
He's still in the Canadian League. He's still in the Canadian League. He's trying to come to the NFL.
But no. You know what happened? They was doing the what was the new team, the sports thing they was doing out here in Alabama?
Oh yeah, with the Birmingham Iron.
Yeah, he was gonna play with Mike Singletary's team, and they scrapped the league. So I don't know if he's still playing ball, but clearly, I mean, he had to go through that point to realize, like, and I understand, man, grew up with everything. Money wasn't the thing to him. He was hanging out with Drizzy Drake. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, like, when you got an athlete, most kids, if people don't realize, like, when you in college, that whole persona of when you watch them on TV, the reality of most of them are probably sitting at their dorm rooms trying to figure out what they gonna eat, okay? That's the reality of it, you know, because they not making money. You know, it's a lot of stuff that people don't realize about being a college athlete that is like, man, you know, you don't get the perks that just because you see people's names on jerseys, they not making money off of that, which I know the whole pay-to-player type deal is huge out there. But Emmanuel brought this up. And at first, I was all for players. Yeah, they pay him. But with these mentalities today, bruh, I'm sorry. I would not want to pay some of these athletes, man. They will put themselves in some bad positions. And then that's going to fall back on the colleges. You know, because a lot of these kids that they saying, okay, let's hand this money to, and a lot of them to me can't handle the stardom, the fame. A lot of them can't handle the spotlight. They get out there, you know, especially today, like I said, you put them on social media, you find out some of these people don't know how to talk, certain things they didn't say they should have never said. Now you got to go up and clear the person's name. It's just, man, y'all be careful with the internet, okay? be careful because that same stuff that you think won't come back on you
It'll
will
hunt
come
you.
back on you. Okay, like it's like somebody taking, I don't know, like just creating a paper trail. That's the difference with us. Like some of us people may never know certain things that happen because it was no way to technically record it, But now everybody is so quick to want to say, "Oh man, I got to jump on Facebook Live." You know what I'm saying? I need to show them that I'm doing this. I need to show them that I'm doing something I know I ain't supposed to be doing.
Man, what?
I know I ain't supposed to be doing this, but I need live to know.
Everything in the dark comes to light.
Man, listen. The minute you push the send button, the live button, it's gonna stay on there.
But
somebody gonna share it. Because 9 times out of 10, most of these dudes got bigger followers than celebrities in college, even in high school.
True.
So all I'm saying is like a lot of them don't even realize the platforms they got. But then it's the same, like it's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Well, good old folks.
About that
It's
time.
Drake, Golden State's Kryptonite, and yeah, it's getting that time.
Yeah, y'all need to tune in the game. Game 2 tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm calling it. 20 points.
Man, I say they can win by 7.
No. These boys, look, they
All right,
heating
we'll
up.
see, bro.
They're
We're going to see.
heating
I'll
up.
put it to you like this. Anything can go. Because you know what they say about the finals, bro.
What they say? What they say?
You know what they say about the finals.
Let me know.
I'm finna start my live because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings on this. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of Warrior fans on my stuff now, so I don't want to hurt none of their feelings right now because I know they sick because they still watch. Matter of fact, I ain't finna change nothing. I ain't finna.
Thank you,
man. Look here, straight up, like to all you Warrior fans, tomorrow you better be sitting on the end of your couch because you never know what's gonna happen in that game. If they up by y'all about 15 to 20 points, y'all better not try to start jacking up threes, cause that's gonna be dead.
That's all they can do.
Cause they ain't got
Did
no.
we just talk about
yes.
this? Do they have a post game?
Hold on.
No.
Then I just Negro.
Who,
I know
Draymond
this.
Green?
Draymond can't take on Mark Gasol and Serge Ibaka, bro.
Sorry, Draymond. He not. What I mean.
Man, bro, you wildin' with this. Like for real though, like straight up.
What position does Draymond Green play?
He plays the 4, bro.
Who's their center?
As of right now,
yeah. We don't know, right?
It was Boogie till he got hurt. So and they've been playing Looney. They've been playing number 5 Looney and Bale.
But what
that's
I'm
who they
saying
been playing.
is,
Look, hold on.
Okay.
They've been rotating Bale, Looney, the little white guy. I can't think of his name. The guy can shoot, but he can play the inside too. But he can shoot too. He can come out to the outside and shoot. They have Bale. But they don't have enough strong. They bench ain't as strong as it used to be. That's what I think's gonna hurt them. I think that's what
right because
that's where Toronto has them beat.
Thank you.
Their bench is better.
They can't listen.
Golden State might have veterans.
I'm going on record by saying this.
Them young cats, they're young and they running.
My bad. I'm gonna go on record by saying this. Kawhi Leonard didn't just take his talents to Canada, to the Raptors. The man played on the Spurs, okay? He took the whole mentality. What was the Spurs known for? Having a patience and having a bench. They knew, okay, yeah, this our starting 5, but we got players that can come off that bench and can do the same thing the starting 5 can.
Yep. True.
So what I'm saying is the part that people not looking at is, okay, Clay, Steph, and Draymond are not enough to beat the Raptors, okay? They're gonna need KD.
Yep,
if they going to stand a fighting chance, they're gonna need KD. And all I'm saying is, if KD is coming back game 4,
it might be over by then.
It might be over by then, bro. It might not. Listen, they gotta technically play. If they sweep them, they gotta play 4 games, right?
To sweep them, they gotta win 4 straight. Yeah,
4 straight.
4 straight to sweep them. But if they win in 5, they can win in 5. They can beat them 4.
Only reason I don't think they could possibly sweep them is because I know what Golden State do when they go to Golden State. I don't think they're gonna be able to play the level of defense they've been playing in Toronto. And I say that because we all know how Golden State play. We know how they refs do.
I told you, bro. What I tell you, bro, if they stop them from running fast, that running gun offense they like to run, and that with them back screens and so they can shoot them threes.
Yeah.
They was gonna be dead. I told you this. I told you before the finals even started. That's what's gonna happen. If they can make in-game adjustments, bro, they were gonna be crucial.
I know Steve Kerr.
We're finna wrap this up because we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings tonight. Because we know we done hurt some feelings and stepped on some toes. But to be honest with y'all people though,
tune in tomorrow. Okay?
It's just being honest truth. If you can't take it,
that's what we about.
Sorry, Charlie. But we out this thing though, y'all.
Y'all have a good night, okay?
North.